So it is that time of the year where we have finished the school year and we're starting our summer break, and all this paperwork, all the school supplies, this is not even half of it. I have 2 more bins downstairs I have to go through, but I want to start the summer on a clean slate. The summer is going by so fast that by the time I know it, it's going to be time to do back to school shopping and going back to school. So it's the beginning of the summer. I want to take care of all the paperwork, get rid of anything that we don't need. For keepsake, I am trying to stick with 1 box per child. I know for some of you it might be a lot, but for me this is actually pretty manageable. This is what we have been doing for the past few years. So I have my son's who is going to 4th grade next year. I have his folders and notebooks and all kinds of stuff in here that I have to go through. Downstairs I have 2 bins where I have to go through all like the drawings and different kinds of things they brought from school throughout the year. So I don't have as much for David because he was doing e-learning for most of it. So there was not like any like printables to fill out and anything like that. My daughter, who is in pre-K right now, she had a lot of like arts and stuff like that. So she has quite a bit of things to go through. And then of course there's school supplies, which I need to go through because I feel like we have them all over the place and I keep on buying more every year. And then we end up with a lot of things in one category and not enough in the other one. And it's all over the place. We can never find it when we need it. So I just want to get things organized. So when I go school supply shopping, I know what I actually need to get. So let's get going.
How will you let me in if you are ready? How do I reach you? I'm thinking about us. You're thinking about it too. Higher and higher, I'm gonna raise the flag. Fire or fire, send out a flare to find. Give me a reason. I'm gonna send a sign, calling you over, calling you to my life. We're off and away, we're around the world together. So off and away, come again, it's now or never.
If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Marta. I am a full-time working mom of 2 kids. I have almost 9-year-old and 5-year-old. And on my channel, you're going to see a lot of content about house and time management for working moms. So if this is the content that resonates with you, make sure that you subscribe down below.
We're going away. You never know what we will find behind the line. Find behind the line. If you believe in love, give me a feeling. If you believe in me, hold me and let me in. If you are ready, I'm gonna breathe.
And one of the things I highly recommend doing at the end of each school year or even throughout is to take a note of things that have worked for you and have not worked for you. I know throughout this past year there were a few things that really just bothered me, the way that it was organized or the way that there was lack of organization in the specific parts. So over the summer the plan is to make some changes in the way we do things. So when we go back to the school year, those like problem areas are addressed. So for example, one of them for me was with after school activities and gathering all the gear and all the stuff we needed every time we needed to leave for those activities. So for us, it was always just the struggle of last minute looking for things, even if I got some things ready the night before. So the plan for the summer is to create sort of like a mudroom in our playroom so I can have a spot for those kinds of things. So I know that whenever they go to ice skating, all the stuff that they will need is right there. Okay, so this stuff over here is to throw away. I just want to check with David to make sure that he needs to throw it away. I'm leaving the math books in here because he will be doing math throughout the summer. And then I have the little box that I have. It's not even halfway full. So he doesn't have a lot of stuff. I feel like my daughter has much more. So, but there's still more downstairs. And this is another area that needed a lot of our attention, and it's all the school supplies. And this is also one of the problem areas that I have noticed throughout the school year, especially when they were at home and on weekends, finding the school supplies. For example, one of the school supplies that we were always looking for was the glue. And as you can see, we have just loads of it as a consequence of that, because every time I would place an order for like a grocery pickup with Walmart, I would get some stick glue. And we just need to get it more organized in a way that kids know exactly what to look for when they need a supply. So for now, I just kind of sorted through it and I put them back in the bin that they were originally in. But the idea is, throughout the summer as I'm shopping for school supplies, is to create like a little area in the playroom for them where they have all the supplies or the extras so they know where to go if they need them. So let me know in the comments, do you have those problem areas that you have observed last school year that you want to address? I am curious to what other people are also struggling with when it comes to like school supplies and paperwork and just trying to stay organized during the school year. And here is all the paperwork. The blue bin is for my son. As you can see, there is not a lot of it, but my daughter, which has this brownish, burgundy, I guess, bin, she has a lot. So she is 5. So during the last school year, she was in a preschool/daycare. So as you know, if you have a child that age, there is a lot of throwing, a lot of activities, and everything comes back home. So what I do with this paperwork from school, my system is that I have bins in my office where throughout the year, I just put stuff in there. I basically don't go through those papers as they are coming in. And the reason for that is I would rather do it at the end of the year so I can see what I'm working with. I can pick like the best pieces and the best things to save versus if I would be doing it kind of, as they come in. I feel like I would save and put away way more paperwork than I do if I do it at the end of the year, if that makes sense. So let me know in the comments, how do you deal with all the paperwork that is coming in from school? Do you tackle it as it comes in, or do you wait until the end of the school year?
Stepped into my life, such a magic feeling when you tore down my walls. I wish I could go back to right before you told me I'd try to change it all. But look at us now, we could have gone so far. It hurts to realize we're parted. Yeah, look at us now, this is who we are. And I just know things will never be the same.
And I will also say that this year was the first year when it didn't take me forever to go through it. And that is because my daughter was not my assistant. Every time before, she wanted to help. And when she was helping, she needed to see every single piece. She basically would want to keep basically everything. So even though she was on the couch, I don't know what show kept her preoccupied, but it made the process so much faster.
We're like strangers again. Strangers again. We're like strangers again. I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again. We'd never fall, could have tried much harder. Now all we have are scars. You said we'd get so high, higher up than heaven. You said we'd reach.
And as you can see, there was a lot of paperwork that I did end up throwing away. And I did stick to the 2 boxes, and they were not full. As you probably cannot see on the bottom one, but if you would push on them, they were not full. So the last thing I do is put a label on it with their name and the school year, so it helps us keep things organized.
We've tried much harder, now all we have are scars. You said we'd get so high, higher up than heaven. You said we'd reach the stars. But look at us now.
Okay, another thing that I am doing is looking at the lunchboxes, backpacks, and also water bottles for my kids to see if I need to buy new ones. And this year I do have to buy everything because, and I'll show you the close-up, they're pretty well used. So I'll try to wash them, but I don't think they're gonna wash off. So this is one of them, and I know they're washable. And I'll see if I can wash it off. I will use it again. We use those lunchboxes not just for school, but like for after-school activities. Anytime we go, like during summer, to the beach, to the pool, we always take a lunchbox with us, and this is the result of it. So, same thing with David's. We had them for, I think, 3 years right now. So, they have lasted quite a while. So, I do like them. I'll try, like I said, I'll try to wash it off. If I can keep this one, at least for another year, that would be great, because she will not be using it in school. It's just for like Saturday when she goes to Polish school or after school activities. So we might get another year out of that one. And backpacks they have holes. They are, I mean, this was like a $7 backpack from, I think, TJ Maxx, since she was just using it on Saturdays. And my son's backpack, I really like it. I also got it in TJ Maxx. And the only problem is this. Like for the water bottles, and he carries like 2, one on each side. So I might have him use this backpack for like after school activities and maybe for his Saturday Polish school, but he will need a new backpack for next school year. So that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.
I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again.
again. Strangers again, again, again.